Hey, it's Kevin. I'm here at Peak Technologies. Let's head up to their warehouse and check out something cool. Hey, it's Kevin. We're here at Peak Technologies, and standing next to me is Matt, the CTO here at Peak. And as you can see, we got some boxes moving behind us on some conveyor and going into this tunnel. So Matt, tell us a little bit about what is going on behind us.
Yeah, so this is something you'd see a lot of times in conveyance, which is where I need to figure out what box is coming down my line to make sure it gets onto the right truck. So what we do is we connect a series of cameras over here. This one has about 12 cameras. Those 12 cameras are looking for barcodes of any type anywhere on that box. So if you look at the screen over here, which I'll show you in 2 seconds, we've got a bunch of green lights. Our goal is to capture what the barcode is, the ASN on that barcode is, so we can figure out the right truck to get that product on, to get to the right store at the right time to fill our demand plan. So we use these scan tunnels to be able to capture any side of a box. So if you could imagine, if the barcode's on the bottom side of a box that's going on this conveyor, there's zero chance that a barcode scanner can grab that normally and be able to say that this needs to go to truck 14 at bay 12. For us, what we do is we have line scanners on the bottom that look underneath barcodes. Underneath. We do, yeah. It has a mirror that reflects up, and then we have all kinds of cameras around the side and the top that do condition analysis and barcode analysis. And the same thing that we do with a lot of our other tech, we pass it on to this little box sitting down here where you see Peak Analytics. This is our AI processing platform. And the cool thing about that is we're able to get real-time insights about what the box is. So if you can see over here on the screen, what we're looking at over here is the box that went through. We know what the barcode was in the barcode data, but we also got some real-time insights about that box. On the corner here, it highlighted that we've got a tear or a rip. So something that's super important in supply chain is making sure that the right box gets to the right place, but also make sure that it's in the right order. So if I got that box and it was supposed to go on the bottom of a pallet, it's an unsafe stack, because when I get 4, 5, 6 boxes on top, there's a chance in transport it's going to collapse because we no longer have integrity on the corner of that box, right? So we're not just looking for barcodes, we're looking for things like lithium ion hazard, because that's a limited transport. We're looking for the barcode that we're using to steer that to get it onto the right product, and everything about the condition of that box to identify, do we have any issues that we need to be aware of, so I can divert that from manual processing and let the rest get handled by automation and robotics.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see right here too, it identifies that it's torn or rip, it says, right? So it's actually identifying like the damage, the condition of the box. And I think I saw on here too, you had one that maybe had some like water damage as well.
Absolutely.
So really interesting to see how it's capturing not only just that barcode data, right, or that label data, but also just the condition of the box too, which I think is very helpful. So tell us a little bit about where you're kind of seeing this implemented for customers, and how is it helping them improve their operations?
Yeah, so I think that's actually the coolest question. Most of my customers are using this as a process called induction, right? So if you could imagine, one of my customers might have 2,000 suppliers, right? And those 2,000 suppliers are going to deliver many pallets of many goods, right? Lindt chocolate could deliver thousands of pallets to somebody.
I like those truffles.
I do too. So when they're delivering those pallets of chocolates, one of the problems is when we receive it, we might not be expecting it. If we don't expect it and it goes into our supply chain, where does it go? It goes up onto one of those tall racks and put away until a store needs it, right? And that's wasted space. So what we do is we use the real-time information system here to grab data, to look at things, not just the barcode for what the product is. We want to figure out, is there a store that actually needs that? And figure out that demand plan real time. So if I can see that Valentine's Day is coming up and I've got a store that's got weak stock levels on that, you know what, I'm going to divert it to that store. Even though it's not on their order plan, I'm going to ship it in advance to make sure I don't miss that revenue dollar. So we use it at this induction process to classify it, and then most importantly, if it's non-compliant, we reject it right away. What we don't want to do is take defective product in. So the wetness detection thing you were talking about is a real world problem. If you could imagine, I got a case of Tide that came in on a pallet, but it was overstacked and it crushed. Those Tide bottles will leak, and we'll see that with a wet box on the bottom, right? Because the fluid is going to leak into the bottom, and then it looks dark. We're able to see that. We're recognizing that it's probably a leak, and we can put it right on a reject loop, and it goes right back on the supplier's truck saying, hey, we received this defective. We're not going to even bother paying it. So it never hits my supply chain. It never caused me a supply lag because I was able to reject it before it touched my distribution network. So it saves costs by avoiding distributing product that's defective. If you could imagine, it goes from point of receipt to a hub, to a spoke, and then eventually to a retail store where nobody buys it because it's defective and broken, and then you throw it away. So you paid to transport it, you paid for your supply chain lag because you could have had a saleable product moving instead of a non-saleable product, and you avoid a customer disappointment of a product that's non-saleable making it to a shelf.
Yeah, I mean, you're essentially avoiding just moving trash, basically, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's a great thing because, you know, we always talk about the concept of like garbage in, garbage out, right? And you're catching that garbage essentially at the beginning, like you said. And I love the example where it just goes straight back into the supplier's truck. Like, we're not even going to entertain this. Absolutely. We're not even going to hold this until we can get some clarification. We're going to send it right back. And I think the ability to capture that and take this kind of scan data and what you're capturing here to the next level like that for the supply chain as a whole, I think is amazing. So what do you call this thing, and how can people get more information about it?
Yeah, so this is Peak Analytics. Peak Analytics is our AI solution that gets real-time inferencing at the point of decision, right? So as we're doing that, the AI inferencing is from this Peak Analytics product over here, and you can find out more from peaktech.com.
All right, fantastic. So check it out at Peak Technologies website. And Matt, thanks so much for showing us all the smarts and the brains here with Peak Analytics. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video here on our YouTube channel, The New Warehouse Podcast, and I appreciate you tuning in. If you liked what you saw, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and if you like this video in particular, make sure you like it as well. And if you want to get this great t-shirt that you see in the video behind me, Warehouses Are Sexy, head to warehousesAreSexy.com and get your own.